Blessed be everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm doing a tarot card draw, just a one card reading. This is from Alan Kennan Reid's The Witch's Tarot. It is the Six of Wands and it is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful card for the day. And it's one of my favorite cards from this deck. The colors in this deck are absolutely fabulous, absolutely beautiful. There's a slightly different meanings with these cards than your standard tarot deck too, so you do need to read the little booklet that comes with it. There's also a book that you can get, or a couple of books actually, that are based around this tarot deck, because she does swap these swords and wands around. So in this case, this is air with wands. Normally wands would be fire. And it's the six. But it has a different meaning to the Six of Swords, say in your standard tarot deck. So I wanted to just go through reading this card. And for those of you who are learning to read cards, this is just a way of reading the cards, looking at the imagery on the actual cards themselves and tuning into what I'm seeing today on this card that I don't necessarily see every day if I'm looking at this card. And I see here a woman who is sitting down in this beautiful garden, okay, absolutely beautiful sort of forest garden, and there are six wands ahead. And to me, it actually reminds me a little bit of the I Ching with the hexagrams. But I kind of feel that she's somehow divining or doing some form of divination and trying to see before her the pattern of what's going on maybe in her life. So if I'm applying this to a reading, I could be saying that you may be taking some time to just sit down and have a look at what's going on in your life right now. So you're looking at maybe the patterns that have happened up until now. You might realize that there's a pattern to what you're experiencing, and where you might be in that pattern, you know, is that something you can change? Is that something that you're wanting to change? What's the pattern here? What's the bigger picture? So you've got this opportunity to realize something and see something from a bigger picture kind of point of view rather than from the detail. And it's a wonderful opportunity here because you've got the forest in the background. So there's heaps of opportunity behind you that maybe you're not seeing. And if you can just take that moment to just step back in some quiet contemplation and see before you the picture of where you're at, and step back into your observing self and see the patterns before you. Has this happened before? Is it a similar situation to before? What did you learn last time? Did you learn what you needed to learn last time? Is it an opportunity to learn again? Is it the opportunity to be able to step into your own inner teacher and learn something from this so that you can take this experience and maybe change the pattern in some way and grow from the experience to create this beautiful, lush environment that is behind you right now. It's a card of opportunities when you allow yourself to take that step back and observe, be the observer in your life rather than getting caught up in the emotion of the situation. Step back and observe and see that you can watch yourself feel, you can watch yourself think, you can watch yourself sense things. So there's a part of you that can just simply observe emotion, that doesn't have to get caught up in the emotion. You can step back and see the emotion. You can step back and feel the emotion in your body and just observe it without getting caught up in it. And when you observe emotion, it actually starts to settle. a little bit, and then you can start to also then observe the thoughts that may be causing the emotion and see them again from a more objective point of view as well. And sometimes these things can then turn into imagery. So you might see your emotions in some image. For example, I have sometimes seen fear as like a dark kind of smoky haze around the heart chakra. And then just watching that haze and watching the fear, and then just seeing how that kind of starts to recede and it starts to shrink the more that you just watch and observe. You're not trying to change anything. You're not trying to make yourself feel better or feel worse. You're just watching it happen. And when you watch it happen, it's almost like the magic is there, because you realize that you are not your emotions and you're not your thoughts. And you're not even your bodily sensations. There's actually a part of you, your higher self, is there watching all of this happen. And this card is a beautiful reminder of that. So step into your higher self and just observe what's going on in your life. And you'll find that then more intuitive answers will start to come to you. And your intuition will also start to work better for you. So that is your little bit of tarot coaching for today. I do tarot coaching, so if you do want to do some tarot coaching with me, there's a link in the description field below this video. And the link is to book a tarot or oracle session with me. You can either book a half hour or a full hour with me. And of course, you can also do full-on coaching with me too, to actually do some shadow work and to work on those parts of yourself that you really feel are stopping you from fully being who you are and living your life with joy and happiness, and doing a deep dive into actually changing those thoughts and those beliefs that you have about yourself that are stopping you from being the awesome person that you are and doing the wonderful things that you want to do in the world. So there's a link to book a clarity session there if you want to speak more about more intensive type of coaching. If you like the video, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. I am Sandra from mysterywitchschool.com. Blessed be.